work out too well for him. On the outside, Kanoa Igarashi, already an event win to his name this season. And he is well situated at the top end of the rankings coming into this event.
Slower than you would think. In a free surf, there'd be a lot of waves being ridden. Here's the replay. Beautiful snapping turn, little foam climb there to buy some time, waiting for the wall to steepen up. It's a combination of two turns.
Well, welcome back to the Corona Open J-Bay. Adriano de Souza is back, recovering from injury, made his way to Brazil, obviously, and competed there for a 17th. But back here at Jefferies, where he's had some great success in the past, and looking to get his run up the Jeep leaderboard happening here.
Absolutely, and in these type of right-hand point breaks, he's so fast. He's devastating in these type of waves. He's up and riding here, Blakey.
Let's see what he can do. Representing Japan, Kanoa Igarashi. He's throwing down some pretty nice versions of that same turn in the lead up to this seeding round heat, but unsuccessful there, and he'll fall to the bottom end of the priority. So much wall here, so much scoring opportunity. And if you can get some big turns done down the line here, or even find yourself some vision, you can lock in some decent numbers. That one just clamping up on Kanoa on that occasion. But you've got to stay sharp and alert, paying attention to what opportunities might be coming down the line, especially when you find yourself in that third spot for priority. Well, it's definitely still chilly in that water. The surfers just looking to stay sharp. Kanoa Igarashi trying to recover, had a couple of mediocre rides so far in this heat. Trying to get rid of a 1.33 to increase his lead at the moment. He'll do that. Small air reverse on the end section there, but this is a good event for Kanoa.
As we have a look at this replay, little pumps and drives, just building speed. Very subtle in the use of his ankles. And see there, a little bit of a slow moment on that wave. He realises, hey, this wave's not really achieving or amounting to much at all. I better go for an air here to get the most points I can out of a small opportunity. Increase on that 1.33, which he'll certainly do. But again, it wouldn't be the type of ride you'd want to keep. And no surprises. Here's Adriano with that.
Live action, the Brazilian just getting a little tangled up, trying to ride out of that move there. Slater, 15 event appearances here. Adriano and Adrian Buchan. They've had 11 previous events at Jefferies. Adriano has featured in the final series plenty of times, as we see Jesse Mendes just trying to gather some speed. This wave has a pretty slow pace to it compared to your usual rides here at J-Bay. But he's going to do well to get a strong final manoeuvre on this ride. Kicking out on the inside. Really shallow on that end section at the moment.
Up and riding. The first section stands up and he gets a nice snap out of the top. Another couple of pumps. Now watch the back leg and you'll see all the little movements with that back foot, that back knee, and the way he starts through here especially. See, look at that movement and the way he's using his board and just driving, pumping, trying to create speed into that last turn. And that was a fair use of that priority. He waited quite a long time with that priority. But as we see it here, it's creative surfing, trying to create the opportunities to score big points. He knew he'd waited a long time with the priority, and in the end, a great finishing turn.
That is a huge, huge advantage for your confidence when you're surfing and you truly believe that you can beat anyone.
Yeah, it's an interesting, that faith, that deep belief, as you said.
15 and a half minutes to go as the youngster, 21 years of age, tags that first section, that trademark fin drift, again gets up into the lip, gets some release in that tail on the third manoeuvre as well. Now lining up his run through the inside. The wave starts to bowl out, does well to stuff the reverse into the pocket of the wave and right on out. And that's the kind of risk you've got to take on that end section if you want to turn a score from a 5, a mediocre score, into something a little better, something and getting up into that good to very good range.
It's going to really consolidate the score. The 3.83, you'd figure that is well and truly gone. I feel like this is the best wave of the heat so far. Great use of the priority. We've seen other people with that priority not converted into something quite so good. Snaps out of the top really cleanly, drives off the bottom, and as you said, that trademark little blow tail out of the top, another one. The spray, lovely, and here's where he starts to think about what's next. Just throws the tail. Came right out of the bottom of the wave too. Normally a turn like that would have a more horizontal approach and then into a little closeout pull through. As we look at it, drives off the bottom. It's a steep section. wafts that tail with such control of the board. Perfect surfing at this point in time. And it's those little accents that really add to the points, get the judges excited. This wave had already had some great scoring potential. He was on his way to a big score. And look, it gets really steep in there. Throws the tail, that nose pick reverse, handles it beautifully.
Suffering a nasty knee injury last year, and he has been committed to his rehabilitation. Great to see him back in the jersey, but right now we're seeing the current heat leader, Kanoa Igarashi, up again, trying to get rid of a 4.83 on this ride. That wave fading away on the inside. Not the same fireworks that he had on the 7.33. Hasn't happened for him yet, but he can turn it around. Only needs a 1.35 to get in the second. Here he goes. Loading up on some new equipment, riding Chile surfboards now, made the move from the Channel Islands boards, which he rode to a world title, and he's going to finish this wave off pretty nicely. That should see him in a second place.
It's almost like that heat between those two guys started right now. Here's Jesse.
Let's see what he can do on the back end. Jesse's waves, they've been a little slower in pace. This one's starting to reel off though, and it's going to get away from him. 4 minutes to go. He's opted out.
Getting stronger from the south.
So this wave, a 3.1, De Souza picked this one off on the way back out. You've got to keep your eyes on these end sections, but this is a gem.
Great strategy too, quick turn. Very quickly it got the white water on the face, but here's the replay of Adriano. Stabs at the lip there, pumping and driving, waiting his time around this section, drives out of the bottom, flares out of the top. You can see that wind is picking up out there. Very light winds this morning, but you can see on that wave, getting stronger from the south.
So this wave, a 3.1, De Souza picked this one off on the way back out. You've got to keep your eyes on these end sections, but this is a gem.
Great strategy too, quick turn.
You know, the wave that everyone was really focused on here. Geordie hadn't surfed it before, had a great free surfing session there just the other day. And as we can see, Jesse Mendes connecting here with the best wave he's had in this heat so far. He's back in third spot. Adriano moved up in a second. Jesse's chasing a 4.56 out of that ride to get back to that number 2 position and, well, hopefully avoid that dreaded elimination round.
Here's Jesse, snaps out of the top. You can see the urgency, the energy. This turns lovely, straight up in the pocket, snaps out of the top. And again, another one. Nice surfing. Smaller wave, got a little white water on the face here as we alluded to before.
De Souza up at the moment, very deep on this section, just gets the one floating re-entry in, less than a minute remaining here. Well, his score has come through to 3.97, he's up again, still chasing a number, needs a 3.37 out of this one. Nice whip off the top. Bit of foam on the face to deal with, no issues for the Brazilian, taps it again, gets on that end section, can he ride on out of this one, hangs on to it, so shallow just there, and he'll connect with the reef on the inside there at Rock Shelf. Going to avoid the elimination round. That'll be huge. Let's see what unfolded here.
Pumping, driving, waiting. First turn, snap, clean out of the top. It's just a lot of time, patient through there. Had to be. Another snap, a lot of white water on the face into the closeout. 3.37. The scores come in. There they are.
Well, it isn't going to be enough. A 2.77. Adriano De Souza survives in second place, but Kanoa Igarashi easily winning through in the seeding round here. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, two-time winner here at J-Bay hits the lineup, Geordie Smith.